Gone are the days when pro wrestling was a male-driven sport. More women are actually stepping into the ring, getting between the ropes and taking care of some business. Please welcome one of the WWE Divas, Ariane Andrew. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No longer just a male-dominated sport. No longer is the women just sort of the eye candy of the ring.
No, I mean, you know, WWE has definitely come a far way.
Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, it's not about just beauty and brains, but it's about being strong, athletic, empowering women who are role models as well.
Sure.
How did you first get into the WWE? And why?
Well, I always loved sports and I always loved to entertain. So I felt like, you know what? I actually get to get the best of all worlds because I also used to work with autistic children. So we get to give back to the community. I get to do sports and I get to entertain. It's like amazing.
How do you feel about taking on that role model, I guess? I won't say chore, I don't mean that in a bad way, but, you know, empowering women, like that's what your duty is, to go out and do that. Do you accept that responsibility?
Yes, of course, just because a lot of young girls and women look up to us, you know what I mean? And
Good
you know,
God, look at that. I'm sorry, look at that. Whoa. Go ahead. You were saying?
that's actually my ex-tag team partner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. You're on top. In the green.
Yes,
you're the one flipping. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm the one in the yellow.
You're the one flipping her.
I noticed
Yeah.
on the picture before, though, it had the initials GB. So
Which
that's your
is
catchphrase, which is...
Girl, bye.
What does that mean? How did it become your catchphrase?
Gosh, I don't even know. I just, one time a few friends of I, we were just like kind of hanging out, and then all of a sudden one day I was just like, girl, bye. And I was like, you know what, why don't I use this and be, you know, connected with my character? You know, my character is a villain. I'm an evil person as I play, you know, as Cameron. So that's just the whole girl, bye, very sassy and, you know, dominant.
It's gotten very popular too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, girl, bye.
Oh, wait, can you do that one more time?
Girl, bye. Oh, you know you didn't.
Oh, no, you
Wait,
didn't.
that sounded like Sinead. That was like a Sinead
That was a
moment.
yeah.
Okay, wait, it's not Sinead. It's not that far left.
It's not that far. Okay.
Well, they're talking about it, and the terminology I have to catch. It's a meme. It's a meme. M-E-M-E. M-E-M-E. What is meme?
That's like when I feel like it's like a GIF. Like when something. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if that's something keeps either replaying
yeah,
over,
yeah.
or people put like words into like a face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Yeah.
Like when people have like
That's a good one right there.
Yeah. All right, well, we're coming off of Anti-Bullying Month right now, and you have a campaign that is really focused on something that's very relevant today, and that is cyberbullying that's happening everywhere. And so you're involved with this.
Well, yes. You know, I figured I'd use my platform to bring a positive message. And with cyberbullying being such a big thing now, where it's like a place for people just to come and like spread hate more so than positivity, I felt like, you know, I feel like I wanted to take on that and kind of be like, you know what, love the skin you're in. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're not smart enough, you're pretty or handsome enough or tough enough to do anything in life, because when you're resilient, when you have ambition, the sky has no limits.
Did you hear those words?
Yeah, did you?
But like,
Yeah.
Well, were you bullied?
I mean, I did go through a moment in like 6th grade where I was bullied. I went through that tomboy phase, and like, you know, when you're not into like the girly girl and the Barbies, like I used to get like a lot of hate for, you know, wanting to play basketball and kind of having like that rough edge. So I kind of grew up to being like, you know, you'll never be able to do this, you'll never be able to do that. And it's kind of like me having my moment of living my dream. And for people who feel like they can't do something, it's like saying, you know what, yes, you can, and don't ever let anyone tell you no.
Well, you're a celebrity, so you must get a lot of great mail, but you also must get hate mail as well, and that has to be hurtful.
Yes, I do.
How do you deal with that?
You know, at first, you know, it bothered me because I'm not superhuman. Obviously, you know, people say things and you could be like, wow, I won't even say some of the things I've gotten. I mean, I deal with it. I actually have this one story one time where I had a picture with my little sister, and like she's smiling and, you know, she's growing into herself. And one time someone was like, your sister's teeth are so like up, they're worse than your dad. So it's just like, wow, to come on my page, you can talk as much as you want about me, but for someone who's like 8 years old,
Really hit home for you.
Yeah.
well, that was just like, okay, that's pushing the line. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you brought something up, and it's just a note to, I think, a lot of people who are raising children that are in that 6th, 7th grade. Things that happen to us at that age stay with us for a long time until we face them and we begin to kind of step through that, you know?
And I'm not going to even lie, like even sometimes with people have telling me like, oh, you can never do this. There's been moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, can I? Like I've second guessed myself because I am human, but you know, I always push through and be like, you know what? No, I'm gonna be the underdog and I'm gonna prevail.
Yeah.
So you used all of those experiences to empower and help young women.
And not just young women, but young boys and adults.
All over.
All over, all around.
And you reach them through music now.
Yes.
Why? Why is music?
I mean, I always loved music, and I was like, you know what? Why not do something that's creative to spread a message and saying just like, hey, you know what? Don't you do this? Because people kind of not really receptive to that. So I feel like if I do it in a fun way, like where people can listen to it and kind of jam to it, then it's like, okay, the message comes out a little bit more fun, and people can relate a little bit
And
more.
it stays with you.
Exactly.
You get that catch tune that's in your head.
Well, let's take a look at a little clip of your lyric video. It's called Wrong Number. Look at that.
For you. I mean,
Yeah.
I will tell you as a parent, my son came home and told me he was bullied at school. They almost had to like lock me out of the school. I mean, I literally had to address the situation, but it is, you, as a parent, you're concerned about this, and then I sit and I want to protect them from this, and you can't, you know, they have to learn to deal with these things.
Exactly.
But yeah. All right, question for you. Can we run a test by you? We're going to see if you got the right number or the wrong number. We got to play a game with you. We have to play a game with you, okay?
Wrong number, right number.
All right, so there's all really interesting moves in wrestling, right? I grew up
Yes.
watching a lot of these guys back in the day.
Wait, who's your favorite now? Me, right?
Yes, of course
Yes, of
you.
course you.
I thought you want me to go retro because there was a guy named Rufus R. Jones who was my
Like your favorite?
favorite. Anybody watching who watched back in the day will know who that is. Okay, I want to show you a picture. See if you can name the hold.
Oh, that right there. Oh, that's Mr. Rusev. That is called the camel clutch.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow, it looks like a yoga
what,
move.
What makes it that? What makes it that like named? Do you know what they call it that?
You know what? I don't know why it's called. I mean,
Just-
it's just,
This is just what.
All right.
just
Okay.
All right. On to the next one.
All right.
Is she gonna get this one? Let's see.
Wow. I can't tell who's up and who's down.
That is.
What is that?
crazy.
Oh dear.
That
that is like an intense dragon sleeper.
Wow.
Wow.
You know your.
But it's actually crazy. I do a dragon sleeper, but it is not that intense. You
That is a backbreaker dragon sleeper.
That is
wow.
like, yeah, that's very intense.
I just slipped 3 vertebrae looking at that.
Yeah.
Last one.
Wow.
Do we have the last one? No more. That was it. Well,
What's
you were
that?
2 for 2.
2 for 2. That was great. Okay.
Good
Excellent.
for you. Good for the campaign.
Maybe she
Way
could
to
show,
go.
show it on you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. More information on Wrong Number campaign. You can and Ariane, you can visit ArianeAndrewNow.com. Right? Did I get that
yes,
right?
ArianeAndrewNow.com.
Perfect. All right, we're going to come back and we're going to head into the kitchen with Dan.